Natal Saturn in Aries, important takeaways. All right. In this video, I'm going to be discussing natal Saturn in Aries people, everything you need to know, and important takeaways about this placement and how to master this placement. Now, I've done a video on this before, but I've decided to remaster it and really drive home everything you need to understand as far as mastering natal Saturn in Aries. All right. Make sure you stick around all the way to the end. This is going to be a good one. So Saturn represents our fears and insecurities and what we need to master in this life to feel successful and accomplished, okay? That's what Saturn represents. Saturn represents our fears and insecurities and what we need to master in this life to feel successful and accomplished. Saturn also represents how we see our father, our experience with him, and our experience with authority figures. Okay, so that's what Saturn also represents. It represents how we see our father, our experience with him, and our experience with authority figures. Aries is associated with the self and self-interest and taking action. Okay, so when you think of Aries and Aries energy is associated with the self, self-interest, and taking action. Natal Saturn and Aries people have fears and insecurities surrounding their ability to stand up for themselves and take action towards what they want that would serve their best interest. Okay, so this is the fears and insecurities that natal Saturn and Aries people have. Their fears and insecurities are associated with their ability to stand up for themselves, take action towards what they want, and do things that are going to serve their best interest. See, if you're a natal Saturn and Aries person and you spend your life not taking action towards what you want, you spend your life not standing up for yourself, you spend your life not doing things that are going to best serve you and your best interest, that's not going to work for you and it's going to work against you. You have to take action, you have to stand up for yourself and do things that are going to benefit you and yourself. Natal Saturn and Aries men face challenges associated with their masculinity and their ability to take charge and be masculine. Okay, so now women may feel this too, but the men really feel this the most because Aries is associated with masculinity and masculine energy. And a lot of times what you notice is natal Saturn and Aries men, they deal with constant challenges that make them question their masculinity and what's the best way to take charge and be masculine and express masculine energy. And this is a challenge that they have to overcome. The father is seen as an alpha male and possibly someone that is selfish. Okay, so when people have their natal Saturn and Aries, their father tends to have that alpha male energy, and he comes off as someone that is just loud and obnoxious and someone that's always thinking about himself. Natal Saturn and Aries people have to truly master themselves and all things involving themselves, which also includes working for themselves. Okay, so just to drive this home again, natal Saturn and Aries people have to master all things involving themselves. They have to put themselves first in life, what best serves them and their best interests. And they also have to look into working for themselves. And this is a great placement for someone that wants to do entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship is all about yourself and working for yourself. All right, so that's very important when you have this placement, is you have to master yourself. You can't put other people before you. You got to take action, put a lot of energy into yourself and what you need to master for your best interest and what you want, and take action on that. This is similar to having natal Saturn in the first house because Aries rules the first house. So if you have this placement, you want to make sure you study natal Saturn in the first house as well, because you will find that information resonates with you and it sounds like you. Make sure you study natal Saturn in the first house as well. Celebrity example, Will Smith. Now, how you see this with Will Smith is if you know a little bit about his life and you study him and you watch his interviews, he talked about how he dealt with struggles as far as his masculinity. And, you know, he would always question what it means to be masculine and express masculine energy in a healthy way. And he would talk about how his father was a very masculine man. Okay, so that's how you see it. If you want to really see how natal Saturn and Aries presents in real life, study Will Smith and listen to his interviews talking about his father and his challenges that he had to overcome with his masculinity. That's everything you need to know. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Take care.